The Hagia Sophia is a domed monument, built at Constantinople, now Istanbul, in the 6th century. The name means holy wisdom, believed to have been built on top of a pagan temple as a Christian Greek Orthodox church. Sophia means wisdom in the Greek language. Later it became an imperial mosque and is now a museum. Used as a church for 916 years and a mosque for 483 years. Once inside, the first structure that you see is the Shadavan fountain in front of the elementary school building. It was built around 1740, the same time as the elementary school, and is a masterpiece of Ottoman architecture and one of the largest and most beautiful fountains in Istanbul. It is covered by a dome and an eave mounted on 8 columns. The fountain has 16 slices, and each slice has bronze taps in the middle. It's early morning and the queue to get in has started to build up already. Prior to entering into the Hagia Sophia, this is the 3rd building of that name on this site, you will find an area dedicated to the remnants of the Theodosian Hagia Sophia, which was burned to the ground during a revolt in 532. Several marble carved blocks from the 2nd church remain. The sign of the cross indicating its Christian background. The relief depicting 12 lambs originally represents the 12 apostles. The first object that you see as you enter the Hagia Sophia is a snake-patterned pool where babies were once baptised. The entrance hall is imposing enough, and the seating area where you can watch and listen to a guide of the Hagia Sophia is extremely useful and informative, and also convenient as it's next to the passage that leads to the upper gallery.
He rests his hand on the gold surface of the spot, and his even medium of the marbles have been brought from Western Anatolia, the island of Mama, Egypt, Africa, and Greece. These marbles that differ amongst each other by colour and kind have been framed separately. If the place looks first, crucified,
This architectural marvel displays 30 million gold tiles throughout its interior, some of which are incorporated into the roof design as shown. On the way up to the upper gallery, Hagia Sophia had separate sections for men and women. It is thought that the upper gallery was reserved to the Empress and her court. Research, repair and restoration work continues to this day, as can be seen by the scaffolding to the left. The Hagia Sophia is now an important site for tourism in Istanbul, and a place that has been part of the cultural fabric in this city in both ancient and modern times. The upper gallery was beautifully decorated with mosaics. The history of the earliest is unknown, as many of them were destroyed or covered. After the Ottoman occupation of Constantinople, in 1453 with the transition of Hagia Sophia into a mosque. The mosaics were covered, whitewashed or plastered. Some were copied for record. Once the Hagia Sophia became a museum, the recovery and restoration expanded then. Still in the upper gallery can be found what is believed to be the tombstone of Enricus Dandolo, who died in Istanbul in 1204. The views through the windows in the upper gallery shows the domes of the tombs of the sultans in the foreground, and in the distance is the Blue Mosque. Inside the tombs, which can be visited, are several sarcophagi of the sultan's family. There are a number of mosaics that have been added over the centuries: imperial portraits, images of the imperial family, images of Christ and different emperors. The crown of the dome rises 180 feet, 55 metres above the floor. Beneath the dome are 40 windows with sunlight coming in. Mosaics portraying angels were placed at the base of the dome. The ones shown were repainted without the face in the 19th century. From the floor of the Hagia Sophia, screens and scaffolding indicate restoration, and above the upper gallery, the scale of the work needed can be seen. The calligraphic panes, some 7.5 metres in diameter, are written by gilt on a green hemp background. The omphalium is a group of circular marble slabs fitted into a design on the main floor of the great church in front of the Ottoman Muezzin Lodge. The larger centre slab is the location of the coronation ceremony of every Eastern Roman emperor. A mosaic in the upper north gallery, dating back to the 10th century, shows Emperor Alexander wearing a ceremonial Byzantine dress and an imperial crown, with a scroll in his right hand. The orphalium may have been used in connection with his coronation. The minbar is a pulpit in the mosque where the imam or leader of prayer stands to deliver sermons on Fridays. The apse mosaic of Virgin and Child, situated in a high location, was inaugurated in 867. On either side of the mihrab are two colossal candlesticks. These were brought back from the conquest of Hungary by the Sultan Suleiman the Magnificent in the 16th century. The minbar is considered one of the best marble workmanship of the 16th century Ottoman era. Near the altar is a ceramic tile depicting the Kaaba, at a time when Turkish ceramic art had reached its peak in the 16th and 17th century. On the way towards the exit is Sultan Mahmud I's library, built in 1739. Built between two wall supports on the south side, it consists of a reading room, the room where the books were kept under protection, and a corridor between these two sections. The reading room is separated from the main space of the Hagia Sophia with a glass partition and covered with a bronze mesh. Just about to leave my incredible journey through the Hagia Sophia, I spotted these wooden stairs curiously placed into a dark corner. My first visit to Istanbul wouldn't be complete without a visit to the nearby Blue Mosque on the opposite side of Sultanahmet Square. The Sultan Ahmed Mosque, known as the Blue Mosque, is one of 3 mosques in Turkey that have 6 minarets. 4 minarets stand at the corners, each with 3 balconies, while the other 2 at the end of the forecourt only have 2 balconies. The prayer caller had to climb a narrow spiral staircase 5 times a day to announce the call to prayer. Today a public announce system is being used, and the call can be heard across the whole part of the city, echoed by other mosques in the vicinity. At its lower levels and at every pier, the interior of the mosque is lined with more than 20,000 handmade Iznik-style ceramic tiles, made at Iznik in Western Anatolia in more than 50 different tulip designs. It was constructed between 1609 and 1616, a popular tourist site, but also continues to function as a mosque today. Men still kneel in prayer on the mosque's red carpet after the call to prayer. The upper levels of the interior are dominated by blue paint, the main dome directly above the prayer area. More than 200 stained glass windows with intricate designs admit natural light, today assisted by chandeliers.